You may proceed to play the video.
Okay. Video number 2 in our bundle of videos, the County Assembly. That is the video in support of the impeachment motion. Not that one. Not that one. The folder appearing as videos in support of the impeachment motion.
Na approximately chikwete ngombe 20 anyoko ngombe okwe ngombe kama 20 liters ngiri magana jeri lafure milioni nya ire chanto boru ko chumbete kura
ni migambo ya mwenda mukindi ura ne mukariri yidu Wandiri yoruko igorora chumirite gutariria sarira bokorukira tarimi bangombe sheria ntereu ni kwidra bamwe bale mingombe shaono kachigutotoro ni ontuchite mtinda wa molimo jwa ngozi na ndina RMC wa korotwa kirebunge ya Meru zipola kinyawijeke.
Yes, you can interpret.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and Honorable members. My name is Muthenge Mpara from KBC, Mwago FM. We came here as translators, and I'm with Dan here, my friend.
ngombe ichikwete na approximately chikwete ngombe 20 anyoko ngombe okwe ngombe kama 20 liters ngiri magana jeri lafure milioni nya ire chanto boru ko chumbete kura
ni migambo ya mwenda mukindi ura ne mukariri yidu wandiri yoruko igorora chumirite gutariria sarira bokorukira tarimi bangombe sheria ntereu ni kwidra bamwe bale mingombe shaono kachigutotoro ni ontuchite mtinda wa molimo jwa ngozi na ndina RMC wa korotwa kirebunge ya Meru zipola kinyawijeke tazedikei na umirite kwarira kiuntu gike akiona ni akemene rio tongeria bwangaba na Kawira Mwangaza bole akuga ne bodho gugere oditingoge
gavana riria agwikira budget ye kweja na ngombe akaeja mtu mwe ngombe mwe ge sub county agachoka akorirwa igutethia antu barabai na ngombe igakua ngombe ikwite ngombe 20 na ntiraigwa ngombe kinyemwe ikitwe ndene yo area yo ruko ndenda kuga thirikari ikie tumitukuga thirikari witibwa nombi na ikie tumitukwira wananchi ba Meru na antu ba Kenya in general Kawira Mwangaza na Remingugi no ntutumba kuikira budget ya kuraira mtu mwenyo ngombe ndene ya sub county kantura uchoka urekeria ngombe 20 cia baraba inacio batikwenda kuewa ikwa utikweja na services cha extension
korokize ndike no gitekirwa ngiruro ni mibwandithia gabana Mwangaza aditiria litinguge barabara ko bisine aleta bangi babero barabate na kadhalika kulita nguge
Kawira Mwangaza gutonyo bisine alitira director uria we nguge ya kumenyera nguge ugwetwa David Mugambi a PhD onda amurito ofisi neu amuikia Kaguru Mugambi utenguge alita Kaguru no tutengugire Kaguru ajukia muthaka utikua refined na ngire provide na oni kuga ikase ni omurega baichu amunenkera ngugi ya director livestock na veterinary services ngugire anene bakumba kurita ndene ofisi eu ikurita mbeca bakiuga bakuthithia mantu no tijo bathithitie
Moses Bayeno ura ni mukarigitwa.
The report continues to say that, according to the mover of the motion, she is saying that Kawira Mwangaza has failed the community of Meru now that she is not providing the extension services to the community. That's why the cows are dying. She says even buying cows to the people around in the villages, it doesn't make sense because she cannot go ahead and vaccinate the ones that are dying. So it doesn't make any sense, according to her. Yeah.
An issue about the doctors?
Yeah.
And veterinaries and the PG.
She also answered that...
Yes, what is the issue, Senator Christo Lasig?
Thank you very much, Speaker. I would have hoped, Speaker, that because the Meru County Assembly have brought us here for a third time, they would know that there is a senator with a visual impairment here. And what, Speaker, I am witnessing happening is a paraphrasing of the video and not a direct translation. The video has gone on for almost 2 minutes, and the translator has paraphrased for about 15 or 20 seconds, which means that it's not a direct translation, but a paraphrasing. And that, to me, is unacceptable, Chair. Everyone else can see every single word, and I feel that the translator should do a better job. Otherwise, we can bring somebody else who can translate verbatim. Thank you, Speaker.
So, Counsel for the County Assembly, I thought as the video was running, the translator was taking notes so that they can be able to translate verbatim. We are going to replay that video, one sentence at a time, so that it becomes a true rendition of what has been said in that vernacular. I don't know with the technology that is available, Secretariat, because I've seen the tendency, I've witnessed a tendency where you pause and it disappears altogether. Are we able to, after one sentence, be able to pause, take a translation, and then proceed that way? Or if we do pause, then the video disappears altogether like I've just witnessed?
Ngombe chikwete ngombe 20 anyoko ngombe okwe ngombe kama 20 liters ngiri magana jeri.
The translation for that, a cow producing 20 liters of milk costs 200,000 Kenya shillings. Which translates closely to 4 million that Meru farmers are losing.
Gambo ya mwenda mukindi ura ne mukariri wandiri yoruko.
Those ones are from chairman of Oruko Dairy, who has explained the laws that the dairy farmers have incurred, and also and the grievances.
Igorora chumirite gutariria sarira bokurukira tarimi bangombe cieriante reu ni kwithira bamwe barimi ngo.
Those grievances are from the farmers, because many of the farmers there who are dairy farmers are going through a lot of loss. Their cows are losing lives every day. Because there is no vaccination for skin.
MC wa Koroto kirebunge ya Meru zipola kinyawije keneta ZDK na umirite kuarira kiuntu gike.
Now the nominated MCA ZK Kenywa has come out to talk about the issue.
Kiona ni akemene ilio tongeria Mwangaza na Kawira Mwangaza. Bolea kuwa
she has come out to discredit the governance of Meru Governor Faith Kawira Mwangaza.
Governor
She has been saying it is banned for the service of Meru.
rĩrĩa agwĩkĩra budget ya kwenja na ng'ombe akaenja mtu ũmwe ng'ombe ĩmwe.
When the governor is giving the services to the community, giving one person one cow,
Gĩ sub county agacoka akorĩrua igũteithia antu bara baina ng'ombe.
when governor is giving one cow in every sub-county and she is forgetting the people,
Igakua ng'ombe ikuĩte ng'ombe 20 na ntĩraigua ng'ombe kinya ĩmwe ikĩtwe ndene yo area ya Oruko.
she has forgot the people who are losing their cows, and there is no a single cow that was taken to Oruko, the villages of Oruko.
Ndenda kuga thirikari ikĩtumĩtwo kuga thirikari ĩtĩgwa nombi.
That's why I'm here to say that that government cannot feed even a day.
Na ikĩtumĩtwo kwĩra wananchi ba Meru na antu ba Kenya in general Kawira Mwangaza na arĩmi ngũgĩ. No
And that's why we are telling the people of Meru and the people of Kenya that Governor Kawira Mwangaza cannot work, cannot deliver.
Utiumba kuikira budget ya kuraira mtu mwenyo ng'ombe ndene ya sub county kantura uchoka urekeria ng'ombe.
You cannot be having a budget of buying one cow for one person and then
20 cia baraba inacio batikwenda kuewa ikwa utikweja na service extension.
and then you leave the 20 cows for the people who are not given the cows to die.
Gavana Mwangaza alitingugie barabara kwa bisine.
ZK continues to say that in this was working there,
Keep playing the video.
Aleta bangi babero barabate na kadhalika kulita ngugi.
Kawira Mwangaza gutonya obisine alitira director uria we ngugi ya kumenyera ngugi.
she has that Governor Mwangaza, after making transfers, she brought in some other people who are not competent to that job.
David Mugambi,
That is
PhD
David.
Onda.
She transferred David Mugambi, who was a PhD holder.
Amurito ofisi neu, amuikia Kaguru, Mugambi utengugi alita Kaguru no tutengugi Kaguru.
The personnel was transferred from that ministry and taken to Kaguru. Mugambi doesn't work anymore.
Ajukia mudaka utequalified.
She allows that the governor took someone, a young man who was not competent.
Na ngire provide na oni kuga ikase ni omurega baichu.
Their story is talking about saying that that person who was brought in is related to Murega Baichu.
Munenkera ngugi ya director livestock na veterinary services.
And then this person was given the work of livestock and veterinary services.
Nene bakumba kulita nene ofisi eu ikulita mbecha bakiuga bakuthithia manto no tujo bathithĩtie.
The main job they are doing in that office is giving a lot of money, saying that they are working and there is nothing they are doing.
I think we can stop at that. And thank you. So, would you then put context to that video?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members. I have said it was a call. It was a call from the farmers, and those farmers having been having worked with them as a teacher. I worked as a teacher in that village. They expressed their frustrations to me, and actually that is what I was addressing. And Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, I have mentioned an issue of cows that succumbed to an outbreak of a disease. And when the farmers sought help from the offices, they were not getting any help. And personally, I took an initiative as a person who was very close to those people. I took an initiative. I called the director livestock and veterinary services, who was my former colleague at the county government. And when I called him, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, and asked him why there's an outbreak that has not been attended to, he told me that he was just transferred from the office and taken to Kaguru. I would want this house to note that the director is the substantive director for livestock and development and veterinary services in Meru County, but he was displaced for no good reason. And then the cows are dying in Meru County. And that was my great concern, Honorable Chair. So in that video, at the end, Honorable Chair, that is where I am saying, because the government is not sensitive to the cry of the people of Meru, even if it means taking the governor again and again for impeachment, we shall do it, because we cannot let the people of Meru suffer, because the constitution is very clear that it doesn't matter how many times, somebody violates the constitution, the remedies should be sought.
Thank you, thank you. So that's one of the evidence of the breakdown of delivery of services in Meru County, yes?
Yes.
Let's go to ground number 1, and honorable senators, I'll be referring largely to volume 2 of the bundle of documents when delivering this ground. Exhibits in support of the impeachment. It's a volume that appears in this color. And kindly, honorable senators, turn with me to page 1 of the said bundle. You have alleged and you want the governor to be removed from office for illegally revoking the appointment of Virginia Kawira, yes?
Yes.
Who was Virginia Kawira?
Virginia Kawira is the current CEO of the Public Service Board, Meru County.
Why are you saying that there was an illegal revocation?
The governor of Meru, through a letter dated 8th March 2024.
Honorable Senators, the letter appears at page 1 of that volume. Yes? Proceed.
The governor of Meru County, through a letter dated 8th March 2024, wrote to the Secretary Public Service Board revoking, the reference is revocation of your appointment as the Secretary / CEO, Meru County Public Service Board.
So, why are you calling it illegal revocation? Was the right procedure followed in the revocation of the appointment?
I'm calling it an illegal revocation because the appointment of the CEO of the Public Service Board can only be revoked or can only be revoked with a vote of not less than 75% of all the members of the County Assembly of Meru.
Was this process subjected to the County Assembly?
No.
Honorable Senators, kindly again refer with me to volume 3. It's a green bundle that appears like this. And you turn with me to page 51. It's a bundle that contains the laws applicable. In this case, honorable members will be relying on section 58, subsection 5. That is page 51 of this bundle, volume 3. Yes, what does that provision say?
Provision number 5 for the County Government of the County Government Act says the members of the board may be removed from office A on grounds set out for the removal of members of a constitutional commission under the Article 251(1) of the Constitution, and B by a vote of not less than 75% of all the members of the County Assembly.
Is that therefore the violation that the County Assembly is aggrieved of?
Yes.
Was the Constitution under Article 51 followed in our removal?
No.
251, Honorable Senators, it's at page 28 of the same bundle. Did Governor Kawira follow the provisions of Article 251 of the Constitution?
No.
Does that therefore amount to a violation of the Constitution and any other written law?
Yes.
Were the grounds under Article 51 met?
No, they were not met.
You have seen the governor's evidence and response indicating that she revoked her pursuant to an advisory by her legal advisor, yes?
Yes.
Does an advisory by a legal advisor supersede the provisions of the law?
No.
You have made an application before this Senate this morning to summon the said legal advisor, yes?
Yes.
Is it your testimony that the documents that we raised in the morning amounts to a forgery?
Yes.
Have you called a witness to testify to that effect through the summoning by the Senate?
Yes.
Did the County Assembly take any action in that respect?
The County Assembly has taken the action of changing the governor or putting the governor to task because of this illegal revocation. And I remember we came here again with the same issues.
What were the reasons contained in the said letter? What were the reasons for her revocation?
The reasons for the revocation are that the secretary or the CEO did not seek the leave of absence through the right process. And again, the reasons
yes, you're referring to page 1 of the said volume?
On page 1, sorry, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members, I'm sorry for that mishap, but I am noting that the reason for the governor revoking this appointment is found on page 1 of volume 2.
In summary, please.
In summary, it is said that the officer did not, I can read, let me read, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Senators, for,
please do.
Let me read
Briefly, just
the letter,
page.
the second paragraph, page 1 of volume 2. It has now been brought to my attention that apparently you did not relinquish your position in the County Public Service before assuming this role in your appointments. The County Government Act expressly disqualifies state officers and public officers from the positions created under Section 58(1) of the Act. Being a public officer, you are thus disqualified from the position of the Secretary to the Board.
Were there other subsequent advisories from any other constitutional organ in that respect?
Yes.
Do you have that evidence before the Senate? And if yes, lead us to the page.
Page 2 of volume 2, page 2 of the same volume 2.
Would you kindly identify that letter?
The advisory on revocation of the appointment for Ms. Virginia Kawira Mireti.
From whom is it?
It is from the chairman of the Meru County Public Service Bond.
Who is the recipient or the addressee of that letter?
Our Excellency Honorable Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor, Meru County.
When is it dated?
It is dated 12 March 2024.
What is the advisory in conclusion?
In conclusion, it's on page 3 of volume 2, the last paragraph. In conclusion, it is the board's considered opinion that your letter dated 8th March 2024 to Ms. Virginia Kawira Mireti revoking her appointment as the Secretary/CEO of the Meru County Public Service Board is not legally binding, as the officer is duly appointed as per the existing laws.
Thank you. Did the governor respond to that letter?
Yes.
Do you have evidence before the Senate? And if yes, kindly read us to the same.
Page 4
Yes.
of the same document, that is volume 2.
Yes.
Page 4, the governor writes back.
Yes.
Writes back.
Who
to
is writing back?
The governor.
Yes.
The governor writes back.
When is the date of the letter?
12 March 2024.
And who is Julius Kianga Mitu?
Julius Kainga is the chairman Meru County Public Service Board.
Is he the recipient of that letter?
Yes.
Who is the author of the letter?
The author of the letter on page 6 of the same bundle, that is volume 2, is Our Excellency Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, Governor, Meru County.
Would you kindly read the conclusion?
On page 5 on the same volume, the last paragraph, in conclusion, Ms. Virginia Kawira Mireti failed to resign as a public officer before taking the position of the Secretary of the County Public Service Board, despite promising to appointment amounts to an irregularity and as such, I have revoked the same to cure and correct this irregularity.
Between the governor and the county assembly, who was supposed to make a finding of whether the process was illegal or not?
The county assembly.
Thank you. Do you have any other advisory in that respect? And if yes, kindly lead us to the page that contains the same.
Yes, there was another advisory on the same.
From whom?
From the Public Service Commission.
When is it dated?
16th February 2023.
Who is addressed on that letter?
The letter is addressed to the then Acting Chief Officer, Public Service and Administration, Department of Legal Affairs, Public Service and Management, County Government of Meru.
What is the content of the letter?
Advisory on leave of absence for serving county public officers wishing to take contracts as county chief officers.
What did the commission say in respect to leave of absence? Is a person who is on leave of absence deemed to be holding 2 jobs at the same time?
No.
Would you kindly read the conclusion to that letter?
The conclusion on page 8 of the same document, that is volume 2, reads, please note that care must be taken to ensure that leave of absence is only granted for employees that take up contractual positions that are not within the staff establishment of the county. Leave of absence may be therefore applicable to employees appointed to positions of the county secretary, members of county executive committee, chief officer, personal staff of the governor, and members of the county public service board and the county assembly service board or other contractual appointments in other bodies outside the county public service to which an officer cannot be seconded or transferred.
So is it your evidence, therefore, that the said Virginia had qualified for leave of absence?
Yes.
And what circumstances is she holding the current position? Is she permanent and pensionable, or she's on contractual basis?
Virginia Kawira is on a contract of 6 years as required by the law.
Have you lined up her as a witness before this assembly?
Yes.
And did the governor, you have evidence that the governor never heeded to that advice, yes?